When I was a boy, my father had a training session that started at 5:30 a.m. It was tough, and early in the morning at 5:30, I'd eat a banana, have a quick bite, and head to the gym. There came a day when I couldn't take it anymore, too tired, and I couldn't perform well. I asked my father, "Dad, why can't this training be at 7:30 a.m.?" He said, "No, this training is at 5:30. I said, "Dad, why?" He replied, "My son, at 5:30 a.m., no one wants to get up. It's raining, it's cloudy. Sometimes you have a sore throat. The brain has a good side and a bad side. The good side is fighting with the bad side. The good side says go train. The bad side says it's raining. The good side says go train. The bad side says you might have a cold today, you're tired, you didn't sleep well." Everyone has this. Even at 70 years old, I still feel this way. I got used to it, but I still have to fight with myself. It's a daily struggle, the bad wolf fighting the good wolf. If you let it, the bad wolf will win, and you'll give up. If you arrange to run with friends and no one shows up, you have an excuse, so you won't run. It's us against ourselves all the time. If we know how to activate it, if we know, you can train for this, and you can achieve it. You can achieve it. To sum up, at 13, I became a black belt in karate. It was part of my daily routine, victories and defeats. We lived above the gym, so we trained, but not excessively. My father never forced us to train. His main goal was to form an individual. I was formed to be a normal person, go to college, become a karate teacher, or an engineer like my father. But I never accepted that. I always looked at life differently. I wanted to fight, to do something I loved. My brothers worked more in the gym teaching classes, but I prioritized my training. I didn't spend much time teaching because I had to survive. My father said you have to teach, or I won't give you anything. So, I decided to start fighting in some no-GI tournaments to make money. Then a famous Japanese senator came to Brazil and took me to Japan. It was a coincidence, right? The desire, the preparation, and what they call luck. He came looking for a fighter, and I was that fighter, even though I didn't know it. He was impressed, and then I was introduced to other events. I fought in the United States, Japan, and eventually ended up in the UFC, where I became the UFC champion. So basically, I was taught that my father said, "My son, you were born alone, and you will die alone. But that doesn't mean that in the meantime, you won't have help from others. But you can't rely on that, or you'll become weak." He gave this example. If you schedule a run, it doesn't matter if no one shows up, you go and run. If you plan to wake up early, it doesn't matter. You wake up and go because the commitment is with yourself, not with others. Day by day, you need to train your mind for this. It's not an episode, it's daily. You have to train and prepare because a fighter's mentality, a samurai's mentality, is that you must be prepared at any moment, for life or death. It's not just a fight, it's life or death. When you talk about life or death, it's serious. You are talking about something that matters, your life. You prepare with that mentality and commit with that mentality. So, you can't wait. I take this message further. In our work, I talk about a commitment in your job, your daily life, and your marriage. You have to be ready for the next step, and you are the one who has to do it, not the next person. The responsibility is yours. You have to clear the path, and when you do that, you become strong because you take on the responsibility. This makes you responsible. This responsibility strengthens you. In the championships when I was a child, it was always me and my brother in the finals. I lost. My father used to say, "You have to train. Whoever trains more wins." When I competed, I lost to another boy. In the car, my father asked how the championship went. I said, "Dad, the referee cheated." He said, "Cheated? How?" I replied, "Everyone said I did better, that I won the fight." He stopped the car and said, "Come here." In a strong voice, he said, "Never say the referee cheated again. The responsibility in life is always yours. If you had trained more, the referee couldn't cheat. It's like knocking out someone. How can the referee cheat when everyone sees it? If you had finished the fight, how could the referee cheat? If you had scored a goal in football, how could the referee disallow it? It's clear. When you take responsibility, you have the chance to improve. It was easy to say the referee cheated and avoid responsibility. But when I take responsibility, it makes me improve. These are basic concepts. Sometimes you don't need much to have a successful life. You need to follow basic principles and concepts. This will bring you fulfillment. Success is different for each person. For me, success is achieving what you want. But one thing is certain. Everyone has to win against themselves first. You have to win against yourself. I tell people, once a woman came to me and said she wanted to lose weight but couldn't. I asked, "What do you eat?" She said, "I eat everything." So I said, "You are like a dog. If you give a dog grapes, it eats them. You have no control over yourself. You don't stop to think about what to eat or not eat. Mentally, you are becoming weak, giving in today to sugar, tomorrow to Coke. Then you fall for someone who abuses you, then to pornography, then to betrayal. You have to cut it off. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You are in control. In our lives, we are in control. In your life, you are in control. I may not beat my opponent, but I must beat myself. This I cannot lose. Today, people are trapped in pornography, drugs, and alcohol. But you have to decide, not just want. Deciding is different from wanting. When you decide, you go. If the road is closed, you walk. If there is no train, you take a helicopter, get a ride. You find a way because you are determined. Deciding is much stronger. People lack the power to decide. I am in control. I can't let anything control me. I am in control. Continuing on the subject, the battle within ourselves is a universal human experience. Everyone, regardless of their background, faces this internal struggle between the good wolf and the bad wolf. The good wolf represents our aspirations, discipline, and positive habits, while the bad wolf symbolizes our weaknesses, excuses, and temptations. This internal conflict is constant and requires daily effort to ensure the good wolf prevails. The key to success lies in recognizing this struggle and consciously choosing to strengthen the good wolf through consistent practice and self-discipline. My father's early morning training sessions were more than just physical exercises. They were lessons in mental toughness and perseverance. By insisting on a 5:30 a.m. start time, he was teaching me the importance of overcoming discomfort and pushing through resistance. This lesson has stuck with me throughout my life and has been a cornerstone of my success. It wasn't about the physical act of waking up early, but about developing the mental fortitude to face challenges head-on and not shy away from difficult situations. In my journey, there were countless moments when I felt like giving up. There were times when the training was too grueling, the competition too fierce, or the setbacks too discouraging. However, remembering my father's teachings helped me stay the course. Every time I wanted to quit, I reminded myself that the real battle was within me. The commitment I made to myself was stronger than any external obstacle. This mindset is what enabled me to persevere and ultimately achieve my goals. The concept of self-reliance and personal responsibility is fundamental. My father instilled in me the belief that while others can offer support and guidance, the ultimate responsibility for my success lies with me. This principle applies not only to sports but to every aspect of life. Whether it's in our careers, relationships, or personal development, we must take ownership of our actions and outcomes. Relying on others or external circumstances for our success will only make us vulnerable and weak. In life, it's easy to blame external factors when things don't go our way. Whether it's a referee in a match, a difficult boss at work, or an unsupportive environment, pointing fingers is a way to absolve ourselves of responsibility. However, this mindset is counterproductive. By blaming others, we give away our power to change the situation. Taking responsibility, on the other hand, empowers us to make improvements and take control of our destiny. The principle of self-discipline is crucial for achieving long-term success. It's not enough to rely on motivation, which can be fleeting. Discipline is what keeps us going even when motivation wanes. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, regardless of how we feel. This discipline is cultivated through daily habits and consistent practice. It's about making the right choices repeatedly until they become second nature. Another important lesson is the power of decision-making. Wanting something is different from deciding to achieve it. A decision is a commitment to take action, no matter the obstacles. It's a firm resolve that propels us forward and keeps us focused on our goals. When we decide to do something, we eliminate doubt and hesitation, making it easier to overcome challenges and stay the course. Mental resilience is developed through facing and overcoming challenges. Each setback is an opportunity to strengthen our resolve and improve our skills. It's through adversity that we grow and become stronger. Embracing challenges rather than avoiding them is essential for personal development. Every failure is a lesson, and every obstacle is a chance to become better.